Hello and welcome back to Attingham Park. It's proper old school introduction then. We're in 36 and if you remember at the end of the last episode I asked what we should do with this field. Now that episode has not aired yet and time is going far too quick. Let's slow that down. There we go. So I thought we've got plenty of manure. I will stick a layer of fert down. So that is what we're doing. Now, it is incredibly difficult, as you can see, to work out where we've been. I don't know if it's something that the latest update has done, but it's something weird with the textures. Now, the only thing I can think is maybe it was something to do with the flickering. So you'll all probably have seen it on various different people's saves, the trees, and when you've got frost on the ground or something like that. It is really, really difficult to see. Sorry, it flickers. And I think that's something to do with the textures over the top of each other. But we can just about make it out. But yeah, it's not the easiest of things to do. So we'll have to jump in to the mini-map to see how much of a hash I've made of it. So you can see here, we've got a bit there, a bit down here, and this section here. So I don't think we're going to have enough, but we do have loads and loads of manure. So I'm not too worried about having to go and refill up. So we will get this done. We are going to lime the field as well, because it needs that. And then we'll crack on and advance a bit more time, because, well, yeah, we're kind of in a good place, really. We've harvested our arable stuff, our arable crops, and now we're waiting on the window to open, or sorry, the crops to get to the right point so we can forage the corn. So yeah, we're kind of just passing the time, really. So we've got the last little bit to do here, and you can just about see where we need to be covering. There we go. That should be all done. Yep, all good. Right, let's fold that up. We'll go and grab the lime spreader, crack on, get the liming done, and then we will move on. Well, with the headland done, we're on to a couple of up and down rows. It's not going to take us long at all. Luckily, the spreader was full when we got to it. So that's a pleasant surprise. I thought it was going to be fertiliser. We do have another bag of lime somewhere. So should we run out, we can get refilled. So let's just turn off the old GPS. Now, I couldn't get rid of the Fent from the contract. I have no idea what is going on with that. So I've left it up at that field, and I have just parked it, so using the park vehicle mod. So yeah, we're not going to use it, but yeah, very, very strange. This save is buggy. Catch my drift. It's, I don't know, it every time I exit, it completely exits the game. I've checked the log. There is nothing showing in there that raises any concern. So yeah, I'm really not sure what is going on with it. I don't know really at all. So yeah, it's a bit of an odd one, but yeah, at least we can not see the tractor when we're tabbing. So yeah, bit of an odd one, but we'll make do. So couple more passes to go. 1,500 litres of lime. There we go. Now, money has gone up. We had about £30,000 worth of milk that sold. So that's rather nice. And I have been repairing some of the kit as we've gone along. So we did the fence and I did the Keenan mixer as well, just because it was a bit battered. So that's all done. So yeah, I think I'm not sure whether we should do a second cut. And my thinking there is that although we've got hay, we could probably do with some more. I did retrieve the 5 bales that were randomly left in the field. So they're in the shed and we've started to use those for feeding the cows. But yeah, I'm just wondering whether we'll get the mowers out. I think they're actually still attached to the John Deere. So we can go and maybe cut one of the fields and then I'll get it tedded. I don't think we're going to need a massive amount. We'll get this parked up and then yeah, we'll have a look at how much we've got to see how many fields we should do. Right then, John Deere refueled, repaired, mowers repaired as well, and we've even given it a bit of a swill. So let's have a look at what we've got. So these are 8,000 litres. These are 7,250. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll do one field for hay, I think. We have more straw than I think we are going to need. Maize silage is running low. However, we know that we're going to fix that massively with our foraging of 2 fields of corn. In fact, let's just have a look at the growth state of those fields. So 35 and 45. We've got our field of soybeans, which is growing rather nicely. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to head down to field 28 if it's ready. If not, we'll do 30 or 31 or 32. And yeah, we'll get cutting for hay. Right then, down at the field. Now, I'm not going to go all the way up to the hedge. My logic there is we can, once we've done this for hay, we'll go and grab the, we'll take the rear mower off, we'll grab the ribbery, and we'll top up with the conditioned grass, I think it is in there, or the sheep, because we've only got about 1,800 litres left. So let's get that all fired up, lower down. There we go, we've got the conditioner on. So yeah, we'll leave a mower's width-ish border around the edge. And then once we've done this, we can come through, mow it, pick it up with the ribbery, and job's a good one. Well, 3 headlands done, and now just working our way through the body of the field. Now, I'm quite conscious that we haven't really done much with maizeplus recently. Obviously, we are going to do the corn silage, maize silage, and use the DSA baler to wrap that. But I was just thinking to myself, I wonder if we can't maybe do something to make money out of it. Now, I don't know about where everybody lives, but reasonably close to me there is a farm which just doesn't just produce, but produces a lot of feed for animals. So I'm wondering whether we can set up a bit of a business to do something like that. Now, whether or not we sort of pilot it on this save and then maybe implement it fully or more so on a future series, but it's something that, yeah, I've just thought about, and maybe whether we could simulate people purchasing bales of silage or hay, straw, that sort of thing, and then we grow stuff to almost replenish that. But you know, there's the seed. We could not role play, 'cause we're not, but we could sort of pretend that we are selling seed potatoes, that sort of thing. Maybe grain mix. Yeah, it's got me thinking. So I'll have a bit of a think, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it further. But yeah, it has really got me wondering. Mowing nearly finished. I think we're probably going to have a little slither to the right of us. Yes, we are. But yeah, all good. So what we can do is turn the back mower off and fold that up. Flick to the front and then just get that bit mown. There we go. Super. Now I misspoke before. We don't need the front mower on the ribbery because the ribbery has its own mower. So yeah, what a wally. That's how long it has been since I've used it properly. So we'll get this back to the yard. We'll probably stick the McCormick onto the ribbery and we'll get that headland mowed. Or we might actually get 2 passes in some places. Left a little bit more than I thought. It's not the widest working width, the old ribbery, but it does, I can't think of the word. What suits a purpose, fits a purpose. It does what we need it to do, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So while we're just doing that, now let's just have a look in here. So we could do now, so we've got the potato, so we could simulate that. We've got, we could try and make some of these things. We could maybe have a look at, I don't know, can't make horse hay and horse hay silage, we have to buy that. Grain grist we could make, and that sells for decent price. Topping off in Jan, £1,900. We could maybe look at some of the other different things. I suppose the other thing as well is we could buy it in wholesale, in inverted commas, and then put a sell point in somehow, maybe. Or yeah, there's legs in this. I need to have a bit of a think about how we actually do it properly, but yeah, it could be quite good fun. So as I ponder the idea, I'm wondering maybe that's what we set up in field number 36. I wonder, because I'm thinking maybe we could have, there's a CCM fermenter by Disturbed, there's his like forage dealer, whether that would work as a means to get rid of the stuff. I think this could be quite cool. So yeah, I think a bit of thought in between episodes, and yeah, we'll start to get things set up. Just coming round to the end of the second pass, and be about what, 50% ish. There we go, that'll do. That is going to be, oh, hedge. That is going to be plenty and will last the sheep a fair old while. So we'll get this back to the sheeps, and then yeah, we'll put a little bit more thought into how we're going to make some money from selling products of maizeplus. Right then, let it not be said that I am not a man of my word. Really, poplar again. Now we are several days later on in real life from me foolishly asking the question what we should be doing. Now, yes, I know, cows, I know. We are going to put some poplar in, just because, yeah, I asked, so I'm going to do it. The other thing I've done is I've been having a look at some different mods that we could potentially put down in this area to enable us to make extra things with maizeplus that we can potentially then simulate selling. So for the simulation part of the selling, I've got the sell anything container mod. So we're going to use that, I think. So what we'll do is we're going to put a few rows of poplar in. I'm not doing loads. And I doubt, in fact, we'll actually ever get to harvest them. But, yeah, they're in, and I can say that I stuck to what I said I was going to do. So I think we'll fill in this little bit down here. We'll probably do another pass. I don't want to encroach too much into the area. In fact, it would help if they were actually putting them in. There we go. And then, yeah, we'll have a quick look, and I'll get your thoughts on what we should do with the rest of the field. There we go. 2.5 rows of poplar planted. Hope everybody's happy. Oh dear, it did make me chuckle reading the comments and replying to them. That was good fun. So, what I'm thinking is if we just hop into the construction menu, and so we want, so the selling point is, I'm going to go with something like this. So let's just zoom in a touch. I think that looks quite good. So again, somewhere in this location, I'd quite like to use, and I need to find it. No, it's not a spinnery. We're going to put the CCM fermenter in, I think, and also the pellet production, because we can make the pellets and then sell those as well. I don't think there's much else that I can think of to put in. So if there are any ideas for maizeplus related productions and money generators mainly, then please let me know. I can't off the top of my head think of any more than we've got. So yeah, pellet production, the CCM fermenter, and anything else that anyone can think of to suggest. Right, so first things first. No, that one can get rid of. The damn con. There we go. Now, how else are we doing? For purchasing that, that's still 85k. We can probably get rid of the milk tanker at some point. But for now, we're just going to give this a wash, because it's covered in the lime that we put down earlier on. Doesn't seem to actually be cleaning, does it? There we go, it's going now. All clean. I think what we'll do now is we're going to do a mix for the cows, get them all topped up. So yeah, that is the next job for today. Right then, first ingredient is our maize silage that I actually unwrapped. Take note. Let's get them dropped in there. Lovely. We will grab a bale of hay. He says. Didn't put the 5 bales from the other field in a very good position to grab, but there we go. And then we will top that up with grass silage, which we still have a real abundance of, so yeah, I'm pleased that we have bit ropey there. I'm pleased that we have got as much as we have, because the cows do get through the food, but where are we? Here we go. Let's hop out a second and just unwrap 2 bales. Probably won't need all of these. There is normally a little bit left over, but that's no bad thing. There we go. In fact, one of these is a partial bale, so must have been used at some point and then re-wrapped. There we go. Now, weirdly, I returned the Damcon and it's kept the poplar for us, which is just a souvenir for the trials and tribulations of that crop. It really is. There we go. That's that done. Park that there, and we'll go and just top off the cows. There we go, nicely full. That will probably do a loop, and yeah, get the cows fed, and we'll call it a day. Mix going in. I'm not quite sure how much they actually need, but about 5,000 litres, so that's good. Because probably be advancing a bit of time, so it's always good to have a bit of the mix left in the mixer. It saves me a job. I didn't quite mean to detach that, but we can use this tractor for the straw when we need it. So there we go. Turn that off, and let's get the gate closed. There we go. And jobs are good. And so please feel free to make suggestions for productions that we could make use of in the field over the way. The poplar field, as we shall now affectionately call it. But yeah, thank you very, very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave a like. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.